Welcome to footballgameplan.com. I am Teron Davenport, and we are here at Temple Pro Day with receiver, corner, DB, Robbie Anderson. Robbie, as a fellow receiver, I like the way you run your routes. Thanks. I like how your ball skills.
Thank you.
What are some of the things that you bring to the table as a receiver? I mean, obviously you had the length also. So
yeah.
What do you bring to the table?
I mean, definitely I run by guys, make guys miss, jump over guys, Just I feel like I'm an all-around receiver. Like dudes, I've gained weight, so it's not like dudes can muscle me, and no dude muscle me, So definitely just being able to make plays and make something out of nothing, It's not easy for guys to cover me one-on-one. Like dudes like William Jackson, they got him ranked high. I put up 150 on him, And then Kavari Russell, he covered me. I had 2 big catches on him, And these are top guys. And in my opinion, the best cornerback I've gone against, I've been in college, is Tavon Young. So going against him every day in practice makes it easy for my games, So definitely it's not easy for guys to cover me. A lot of teams had to start double teaming me towards the end of the season. And even there's times I've caught passes over 3-4 defenders, And I'm not scared to go across the middle, So I'm just definitely an all-around receiver.
Now, I didn't get to grab you at the Shrine game. I wanted to ask you how that experience was.
Okay.
So I take this opportunity to do so. How was that experience for you, being able to work with different quarterbacks and then going against DBs, pro-level type DBs?
I mean, first and foremost, it was a great experience, and it was a blessing to be there. And it was just a great experience going to that hospital. It was very humbling, seeing those kids and seeing how much pride they have just to see us and shake our hands, And then it was just great to go against guys that's going to be in the NFL, and working with different quarterbacks. It was a little weird at first, the timing and things like that. I'm used to passes coming a little different, but it was just fun meeting new dudes that's going through the same thing as me and have the same goals and aspirations as me. So it was exciting.
So we're going to take that friendship side of things and turn it around.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the DB side of things. Receivers and DBs don't necessarily get along, but you got 2-on-1 right here.
Yes, sir.
So you mentioned that they came to you before the pro day today and asked you to work at the DB. What's going through your head when you got asked that question?
I mean, I'm like, I'm about whatever when it comes to football. I'm going to make it happen. So they came up to me, they asked me, I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Coach Rule came up to me, he's like, they want to see you at corner. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I mean, teams have asked me about that before at the All-Star game. So, I want to make it happen. I want to play at the next level no matter where I'm at, So, yeah.
I think as a guy, you're 6'3"?
Yes, sir.
So your length on the perimeter would definitely help, your ball skills. As a receiver that may have to convert to DB, what are some of the things that you could pull from being a receiver to covering them?
I mean, I'll be able to watch film and see dead giveaways, since I play that position. And I study film a lot, so that will really help me. And little things like this, like arm pumps. Yeah. And then if I do bite on things, because I will be an aggressive player, I have the speed to recover. You know what I'm saying? So when I played cornerback, I was very aggressive. I like to jump routes. I want to make plays, I want to get interceptions, so just little things like I can get into a receiver's head. Receivers they have to think more and we react. So I can get into their head as well, so things like that.
Now, you mentioned that you're about whatever when it comes to football. So obviously the love for the game is there.
Definitely.
If you had to pick just a particular thing that you love the most about the game, what would that be?
I mean, it's hard. I would say 2 things. Definitely making big plays in big games, and really changing the momentum of the game. And I love scoring touchdowns. Those would be my 2 things. I love making big plays and scoring touchdowns.
As a receiver, would definitely say.
Definitely.
So just last question here that I want to
sir.
ask you. We all go through things. Everybody, has ups and downs. That happens on the football field.
Right.
What are some of the things, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned from just playing football all these years that you've played the game?
I mean, biggest lesson is definitely don't get caught up in the outside noise. Everybody has an opinion, and like what I like to live by, there's a lot of critics with not enough credentials, So I never really try and get too caught up in what the outside has to say. You can't let other people's opinions define you, and don't let hard times define you. There's nobody that's perfect. Michael Jordan missed shots, LeBron James missed shots, Kobe missed shots, So everybody's going to make mistakes. You can't hold on to your mistakes. You got to learn from them and grow, and you can't break yourself down mentally, So that's just things I live by. I don't try and when you have a bad play, you got to move on to it, because if you hold on to it, it's going to affect the next play,
Right.
So definitely that.
Well said. So there you have it. I'm a very mature young man right
Yes,
here.
sir.
Plays receiver, can play DB as well. Robbie
Yes, sir.
Anderson, Temple Pro Day. Appreciate you taking
Yes,
the
sir.
time to talk
Thank
with
you.
us.